You know those people that are just like super dense, like no matter how you argue your point, they make you feel like you're talking to a wall. It's in one ear, out the other. I've been interacting with a lot of those motherfuckers recently, and they're super aggressive and they always want to fight, and they're so angry at you that it's almost like, are you attracted to me? Like, what's going on here? Hence today's story time. So get yourself comfortable, sit back, relax, grab yourself some popcorn, and let's get right into this. So to make sure that you actually understand the story, I have to take you all the way back to a few weeks ago. So I was at the gym, and if any of you guys have seen the old videos, you know that I love basketball. So we're playing 4-on-4 basketball, and the way it works is that whoever wins stays on. If your team loses, you get the fuck off. So two teams were already playing, and my ass is on the sideline, you know, waiting to get on. Since I had been there the longest, I basically had next. I had the right to the next game. And then another guy showed up to play like 5 to 10 minutes after. But I was already scheming. I had my whole team in my head, like the people that were already playing. I was gonna take my friends that had lost and just put them onto my team. I don't want to play with that random. Basically, playing with the random is very risky because you have a high probability of losing that game, or you know, if you don't lose, the person's just not gonna pass you the ball once they're in the game. They're not gonna pass you because fuck you. And me personally, I've been scarred by playing with a bunch of randoms before that basically don't pass me the ball or just make me lose, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing that today again. I can already tell with this guy that this guy's not gonna pass me the ball and we're gonna fucking lose. So hell nah, I'm playing with my boys. But I wasn't gonna tell that guy that. I was just gonna go on the court, finesse this man real quick, and just play. And lucky for me, this guy was really fucking oblivious because he didn't even realize that I finessed him off my team until like 5 to 10 minutes into our game. But the moment that he realized that I did him dirty, you know, this guy got really fucking angry. He saw red, he ran up to me and he's like, yo, don't ever do that shit again. He's fucking yelling at me in my face and just being all fucking aggressive and shit. And at this point, I was like really fucking flabbergasted because I wasn't used to someone just being this aggressive and this up in my face. And honestly, I couldn't even be angry at this guy because, you know, he had a point. Like, I didn't really think about it from his perspective, from his side of the situation. When I was doing this whole finesse shit, I was more just thinking about, you know, me personally winning. So eventually he just finally got in my face and he just like waited for the next game because at that point he was just gonna be the next person that played in like 5 to 10 minutes. And that's also why I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And after a game, he was just talking shit about me and he was trying to like snitch on me to the people that organize our runs, but they honestly didn't care because everyone fucking does the same thing as me. And that wasn't even the big altercation. That was like the warm up, the prelude to the actual event. A few weeks passed and I didn't really run into this guy again, but I was going through a fucking dry spell. I was playing terribly, I was playing passively, I was playing like a little beta cuck bitch, and I was like, this Sunday is the day I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be here for 3, 4, 5 hours if I have to, but I'm gonna make the ball go in the basket. So I'm at the gym that Sunday and I'm playing terribly. I lost every single game for 3 straight hours and I couldn't get one basket to fall in. And then I looked up in the sky and I was like, fuck, like what the fuck do I do right now? How the hell am I gonna get through this? I was searching for motivation, for some external motivation, for some baddie to walk on the court and make me want to play better. But then it hit me. Motivation is a thought. The fuck? Come on, man. We know discipline is wifey. Let's get to it. I flipped this internal switch inside of me and I was ready to go. And then I was able to have my first good game. I actually scored for the first time. I was playing energetic. I was playing confident. I was playing like a big boss. And fast forwarding, we got our first one of the day and I was fucking hyped. But then I looked at who's playing us next and I saw the same dude I saw a few weeks ago. I already knew this was going to be some next level anime boss battle and I was ready for it. So we got into the game and I swear to God, this guy played so fucking physical, bro. He kept on trying to body me to score, but every time he tried, he was just so focused on bodying me that he never looked at the net, so it would never actually go in. And when he tried to play defense on me, he would literally just like hug me or try to molest me or some shit, and I was like, yo, pass. And even though he was playing physical, I was actually still playing pretty well and I was still playing strong. Like I wasn't really letting him like push me around too much. But after missing like 4 straight times, he finally scored and he got so happy that he just like pushed me out of nowhere. And then I got angry and I was like, bro, relax, like calm down, bro. But telling someone that dense to calm down is literally just gaslighting them and making them even more angry. This guy got in my face again and gave me a death stare and said, you're not about that shit, bro. Don't fucking do this shit. Don't test me. And with this guy right in my face, I channeled my inner That's So Raven. Thought about all the possibilities and I was like, if I say anything hostile here, I'm going to get in a fight. And a fight like that I can actually avoid is a lose-lose situation. Even if I somehow win that fight, I'm gonna get kicked out of the gym and I'm also just wasting my fucking time. And if I lose, it's even worse. So I took a deep breath and said, you know what, whatever. And actually the whole altercation made me play even better. It got me into the game emotionally. And obviously I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was kicked out of the gym. And even though we lost, I had my personal best game of the day and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just end it here. And I went home. And looking back at all this, I'm really happy that I didn't listen to my ego and listen to my pride and fucking get into a fight. Like J. Cole said, pride is the devil. Stop trying to impress people that don't even give a fuck about you. There's no point in trying to look big and macho in front of people that wouldn't get in the fight with you or worry about you if you got hurt. Stop trying to win in everyone's eyes. It's a waste of your fucking time. The more you argue with dense people, the more brain cells you're losing for no fucking reason. Instead of trying to argue with somebody that isn't even listening to you, how about you go focus on yourself real quick? Stop living for other people and live for yourself. And that's really all I want to say. If you made it this far, you was a motherfucking goat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Well, let's make a movie. Hell, you know my repertoire is like a wrestler. I show you the road, connect the dots.